Thank you, Chelsea Leanne Meade, and the Canadian National Anthem. Now, as the aircraft continues to climb, our rehearsal day will continue here as the short Skyvan with members of the United States Army Special Operations Command, the Black Daggers. Prepare for jumping in both the POW MIA flag and the American flag. Black Daggers, now in the air, in their traditional red and black ram air canopies. The Black Daggers representing the Special Forces for almost 3/4 of a century, almost 75 years. That Naval Air Station Oceana has been here. The Black Daggers are the official U.S. Army Special Operations Command parachute team, using their arms, legs, shoulders as flight controls. Saturday, September 21st is a National Prisoner of War Missing in Action Recognition Day. And the flag you see in the sky is the symbol of those brave Americans that were held captive or listed as missing in action. Every single day, each one of us is cognizant of the service and sacrifice of our POWs and those missing in action. Some of us more than others, but this is the day designated for all of us to gather and openly remember and pay tribute to these patriots. As a nation, we can never forget the sacrifices of these men and women that must recommit to searching for those who have not yet come home from war. While it's comforting to know that about 100 missing service members are identified and repatriated each year, it only represents a drop in the bucket. We still have more than 83,000 brave Americans still unaccounted for. We should all be proud that our nation has not forgotten them, and that we will go to every length to find them and bring them home. That effort must continue. Today, our nation is still fighting a war where our brave warriors continue to deploy into harm's way. And while the number of service members missing in action or taken prisoner is much smaller than in the conflicts of previous generations, these young men and women face the same perils. But they know what they fight for, and we need to continue our unwavering support to them. Ladies and gentlemen, the POW MIA flag. And high overhead, we see the stars and stripes. It was 206 years ago and 1 week ago that in the harbor at Baltimore, Maryland, an attorney who was taken out to a British ship in the middle of the harbor to arrange for a prisoner exchange watched the 25-hour shelling of Fort McHenry. That gentleman's name was Francis Scott Key. He was also an amateur poet. And the morning after that shelling, when over 1,500 rockets and mortars were fired on Fort McHenry by the British, he was inspired the next morning to see a 40 by 60 foot garrison flag with 15 stars and 15 stripes, and he penned our national anthem. If you will now, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are within the sound of my voice, I'd ask you please to stop where you are, remove your caps if you're in uniform, come to attention as we honor our flag, honor our country and the men and women who serve under that flag, as Chelsea Leanne Meade sings our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly strewn, and the rocket's red glare, the bombers singing air, came through the night, that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that Star Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Chelsea Leanne Meade. Nice job, lady. Thank you very much. As the Black Daggers bring that flag in the last 100 feet, let's make some noise and welcome them to the target area. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome Commander Brian Lauber, call sign Handy, to tell you all about the next part of the show. Handy?